In this video, we're going to be talking about 3 startup ideas that you can build entirely with no code in 2023. And we're even going to be giving you a list of the tools that you can use to build these ideas. So make sure to stick around until the end. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to Startup Studio. I'm Christian, co-founder of We Are No Code. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to this channel. We teach you about no code. We teach you about entrepreneurship. We talk about AI. We talk about startups. We talk about life. And more importantly, we give you tips and tricks for you to accelerate your learning process. Okay, now let's talk about these 3 startup ideas that you can build leveraging these powerful no-code tools. Now, first of all, no-code refers to a set of tools that allows you to build software like apps and websites without coding at all. You can simply drag and drop functionalities, create the logic in plain English, and in that way, you're able, as a non-technical person or someone who doesn't know how to code, to build awesome apps and websites. And so as a person who doesn't know how to code, you now have the ability to build software. Now, the first idea that you can build leveraging no-code platforms is a marketplace solution. So this is essentially usually called a two-sided marketplace. It allows buyers to be connected to sellers, and for the person who has built the platform to be able to take a commission of each one of the transactions, or to ask one of the two to pay a subscription, or even both. So a great example of marketplaces are like Airbnb, where people might be listing their houses and other people are looking for houses to rent. They want to be able to very easily navigate and search for a place where they could find these properties, look at the properties, all the pictures, all the information they want, and then be able to make a purchasing decision and to buy straight through the platform as well. You can also think of it like a virtual mall, where you essentially are the mall itself, and you have individuals who have their individual stores and who are selling to an end customer. So things like Amazon are also two-sided marketplaces. So here the opportunity is to find a very specific niche where there is a community that's always looking for this kind of thing, and where the other platforms are kind of not focused on that specific need. So for example, you could create a marketplace for art decorated shoes, for example, or you could create a marketplace for home cooked meals, or you could go even more niche. Instead of going for Amazon's opportunity where you sell everything on Amazon, you could target one of the very specific niches and you'd be catering only to that demographic. And if there's one thing I've learned on the internet, is that there are infinite niches. There's a niche of people who literally are cooking leveraging microscopic food. So they're using tweezers to cook. You have people who create homemade fishing rods, for example. That could be a perfect niche to focus in on. Hey, even Airbnb for tiny houses would probably work. Now, when it comes to the no-code tools that you can use to build a two-sided marketplace, you can use platforms like Softer. You could also use a stack called the WAM stack, where you use Webflow to create the website, the frontward-facing pages. You can use MemberStack for all the membership functionalities. Maybe you have 2 different tiers that people can pay for, depending on the plan that they're on. Here you would use Airtable as the database to store all of the data, and you would also use a lot of Zapier, which allows you to zap information from one place to another and easily have that accessible on the front end the users are using. You could also choose to build this with Bubble. In fact, there are some templates leveraging Bubble that allow you to build full marketplaces. Now, the thing to be careful about with templates in general is that if they fall a little bit outside of what you're trying to create, by unbuilding them and rebuilding, it might be a little bit wonky, so be careful. And you could also choose to go with an out-of-the-box solution like ShareTribe at first, where you could get most of the functionalities you need and you pay a high subscription price, but very quickly you have a product that you can go out and test. So again, a marketplace is a great opportunity that you can build leveraging no-code tools. The number 2 idea that you can build with no-code in 2023 is a SaaS platform. Now, SaaS stands for software as a service. People pay usually a subscription fee and they get access to your software. Think of things like Slack, Dropbox, Zoom, HubSpot. You're using software and you're paying for it on a monthly basis. The great thing about software as a service is that you get paid every month, recurring revenue, right? And so your role is to have more people signing up than people who are canceling their accounts. These could also be membership platforms where you give access to content or to something else for a monthly subscription. So for example, if you wanted to build an inventory management system, you could leverage a platform like Softer to be able to build that from scratch. If you were looking to build a CRM platform, you could leverage tools like Softer, but also tools like Bubble. In fact, our sales CRM at We Are No Code is built leveraging Airtable. And if you want to build some kind of a reporting dashboard, for example, where you import information and you're able to show that in a graphical form or in visual form on the front end, then you can leverage leverage platforms like Glide or Bubble. And so SaaS platforms are a great opportunity to start taking advantage of in 2023. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. It allows me to continue shooting these videos so that you can get free content on a weekly basis. Now, the third opportunity that you have to build a no-code startup in 2023 is communities and social networks. If I've learned anything about the internet, is that there are communities for pretty much everything. And if you're able to be the person who helps these communities thrive, there's an opportunity to monetize that community. So you can build things like niche communities where people get together and discuss a very specific topic or subgenre. And you can even find these communities, by the way, on subreddits. You can find them in places like Quora. You can find them pretty much all over Discord. You could also create professional communities. For example, what we've created is a community for people who are non-technical entrepreneurs to be able to build alongside each other and keep each other accountable as they do so. Now, the opportunity with communities is that you can monetize them in several different ways. You could sell things directly to the members of the community. You could provide sponsorship opportunities. You could do advertising. There are plenty of methods to monetize it. So as long as you're good at adding value to that specific subgroup and you can get them back over and over again, then you have an opportunity to monetize a community. Now, you can build communities with things like bubble.io or Softer. You can also build communities with tools like Adalo. And there are also plenty of out-of-the-box tools that you can use to run your community if you want to focus more on building the community, monetizing community, instead of building the software itself. So think of platforms like Circle, for example, or Discord. So those are 3 startup ideas that you can build in 2023 leveraging no-code tools. So if you've had all these ideas for a huge amount of time, instead of sitting there and overanalyzing and ending up in analysis paralysis, take the first step and start building. You will learn from the process itself. And if you'd like to work within a community, check out wearenocode.com.